I feel like there wasn't too much notable... Because, like, I wanted to replay it just to see if anything had changed significantly since the version I had played right after release. But it seemed like nothing... Okay, so there was one thing that changed. Because there seems to have been introduced a new enemy spawner type. So we always had... there were always those tall spawners that would spit out, like, the floating mouth dudes. I don't know what else to call them. You know, they have the mouth, they have the hand. They wave at you and it hurts you. But now there is also another spawner that actually spawns zombies. It spawns them much more slowly, at least on normal difficulty. And it seems like they are initially boarded up, and like so they have to actually bust through them first. So that was an interesting addition. I have to imagine that was added to give people more of a reason to actually use planks, because, like, yeah, you can barricade random doors, but I never bothered doing that. And I have to wonder if those spawners fire off zombies much more rapidly on the 3rd or 4th difficulty, maybe. But that was the only new thing we had really seen. I did remember reading that, like, they might have tweaked, like, how fast the horde meter in the top right corner fills up. Because I think I read something that, like, they were all accidentally filling up too fast, except the, basically, like, there was an alteration that was supposed to affect the club level, the slap pit, but it was affecting all the levels or something. I think I read that. I might be misremembering what exactly I read, but I know they adjusted something to do with the rate of that. But otherwise, stuff still seems mostly as I remembered it. Now, quite a few of the updates since the initial release of the final level, which is what we're here to play now, have made adjustments to the experience of the final level. So, let's see if those have paid off in terms of what we find today. So we are playing the 5th and final scenario, which was not available when I first played this, because this was only released in 1.1.2. I guess 1.1 point whatever, but I think 1.1.2 was the first thing that actually had release notes in the news section for the game on Steam. So, the Scarlet Carpet, this was all, like, you couldn't select this before. It was, I would say it was grayed out, but it wasn't. It's like, it has, like, a red overlay when it's disabled. Just like these things did before you unlocked them, but you couldn't unlock this prior to 1.1.2. The Scarlet Carpet, raw footage from an unfinished movie. It seems to be about a massacre at a flashy movie premiere. So, presumably a play on the red carpet. So, each scenario has had, like, a completely different... Well, I guess maybe not completely different, but, you know, significantly different aesthetic to it. I still think that the Slap Pit is the most interesting one because they actually, like, tied the music into the level, and I kind of wish they, like, in terms of, like, the horde activity, and I kind of wish they would have done that, like, in a unique way per level, but let's see if they do something for this one that sets it apart from the others. I'm not going to bother with the timer today because the game is going to keep track of time anyway. Although I guess that's not going to track total time if I reload. Oh well, we'll see what the stream time is at when we're done. Alright, so our first time, taking the elevator all the way down, I guess. Actually, yeah, that's true. All of these things are accessed from the same elevator, but there was, like, an entire frickin' tundra in the 4th level that is allegedly part of the same structure. Alright, we're starting off with knickknacks. Oh, wow. Yeah, alright, this already sets itself apart. Of course. Oh, hey, there's lore. Baz's note. What, you want to leave? To break the contract? No can do, friend. Of course, there is no basement. Can't. That's a nice statue. Can't turn back now. What does this map look like? Yeah, look at that room. That's a very, like, Doom structured room or something. Some kind of presence awaits? I think all of these are actually... Like, is weakened is actually the end of that sentence. But then, are there different... No, okay, these are just like, you know... It seems like these might be intentionally thematic or something. So, like, there's Baz here. And this seems like it might be a thread. Baz... Oh, hi. You can attack from that far away? I'm just trying to read. Music seems interesting. Baz perverted the dream into such abyssal nightmares. Okay, that's where that stops. I'm gonna kind of do this bread first. Oh, this is thematically related to the supper music. I completely recognize this musical theme. Desperate soul within him. Does that also branch out of the same phrase? Yeah, I think it does. Baz perverted the desperate soul within him. So I guess Baz is the final boss, is our guess now. Although, we still gotta wonder about Fessler himself. Now, do both of those go to the same place? Yeah, they do. We got a big guy up there. Wait, what? That's not where I was going. And now I can't type that, so I guess... I attempted to type a word right back down here, but I guess it scrolled off. That continues to be the worst issue with the game. So hang on a sec. Where does this go? This also branches out, so there's multiple... Can't turn back now. And, okay, on this side, it's did Fessler create all this? This is some interesting narration style. Oh, did Fessler create all this himself, is the question. Right, okay. So they've got, like, two branching sentences here, but then they both converge back up top. It takes a while to, like, properly read that. Okay, and, like, now we're into proper map. We've got doors at the ends here. And this music is also interesting. There's a bunch of planks here for some reason. There's bullets there. Oh, there we go. Really, all we want to do, you know, in any area, no matter how nightmarish it is make a sandwich. Is this the only door? This looks like it's the only door. This is gonna be a big level, isn't it? Okay, I guess we're jumping. I hope he can't hit me from down there. So there's very... Oh my god, look at how... Yeah, I mean, how zoomed out that is kind of tells you what we're going to be dealing with here. Now, the one problem with this is it's kind of hard to tell whether you're in targeting mode or not. Like, you have to... Because, like, the place is so red to begin with. Also, look at how slowly... I feel like the horde meter might be going even slower than usual. I could be wrong, though. It might just be that I'm not used to the slower rate. And we're getting Unix a lot. I got that a lot when I replayed the first 4 levels. I feel like they added that one. What? That's an... Okay, I was wondering if that looked different. These are a different, like, amped up form. It's 4 mouths in a trench coat. So yeah, this could get hairy. I'm seeing all these frickin' crossbow bolts, and I'm wondering if I was supposed to have found the crossbow at the beginning. Did I walk right by it and ignore it? I think I did. I just, like, tune it out automatically now. It's like, I know I'm just gonna have to hold more shit if I want to use that, so I'm just not going to. Plus, I don't have a good grasp on its ammo consumption. Alright, we got lore over here. Strange poem. Beware the hairless hierophant. A dreaming fiend is he, who shall promise you the world, but feed on sweat you bleed. I'm not supposed to bleed sweat. I'm supposed to sweat. Ew. Okay. There's only more up there. This place is very red. Wow. Even more. Oh, we've got sequential journals from Fessler. How many have I brought for him now? 20? 50? This pale leech stuck in the back of my head, screaming for fresh blood. A deal, he said. You've got talent, he said. And what do I get? The freedom to make anything at the cost of everything. He found me so young. In other words, Fessler isn't the bad guy. I don't know if that was supposed to be a safe... No, that's not a safe mode thing. Everything is, like, rainbow-colored with a red base. But yeah, this is very unlike every other level in terms of, like, structuring. So, they were holding out on us for 1.0, but it's kind of understandable why. Still does seem... Geez, so many planks, dude. Like, am I gonna actually want to use planks in this level? Is that what we're getting at here? This is not where I came from, right? Right. Seems like even when you're zoomed in on the map, it's still rather zoomed out in this case. Okay, we can't jump over that way. How many levels are there in here? Is there only 2? I think, yeah, no, there's still only 2 floors. So they haven't expanded in that aspect. Where are we gonna find a computer room in here, dude? Can't believe lols is a word. Wow, so you thought... Oh, this is the computer, isn't it? It sure is. I wonder if it's a special one like in the first level. Or I wonder if turning off safe mode has more of an impact this time around. We definitely passed some safe mode doors, though. Was that where I came through originally? Oh yeah, there was another safe mode door the other direction. Actually, I guess I haven't paid attention to whether the horde build-up speeds up once you turn off safe mode, because that would make a lot of sense. Is there something else over here? Just more planks. What is that noise? I am worried that it's an enemy that I don't know about yet. But it may actually just be more new music, which, like, we're getting more new music in this one level. I don't know how much of it is part of the music yet versus if there's anything that's actually location-based. Did I see blue doors somewhere? Yeah, I did. I think there's also another door down here. That's a lot of you. I'm gonna leave. Didn't expect the one from the back. Yeah, so these are the new, spawners that didn't exist before. There's more lore. That's a real... Wait, that's journal number 3. I don't think I found number 2. I met him in 75. I'd burned up the last... What? Dude, I'm trying to read. I like how one of those started with Sandy and included Vats, and then the other one started with Quake. Coincidence? There's still another one, dude? That's the problem, is there's really no good time to read things. I burned up the last of my savings trying to make cross faces, which nobody cared about. I don't know what he saw in me. Maybe it was my desperation. I pitched him supper and he said yes, started me off signing all these contracts. After the movie premiere, the floodgates were open. I'm gonna kill this guy first. Everyone wanted a piece. An endless parade of hungry heads orchestrated by Baz. Every phone call, every meeting, every party, every time I walked my dog. Mouths everywhere coming for me. It never ended. They still eat me every day. My body feeds them. So that's why we haven't seen Fessler in 5 years, because, he's in a bad state. I guess it still remains to be seen which person is actually the boss. I misread the first word. Didn't see the C. Is that a server? We've got, like, nightmare servers. Is there anything on the other side? Oh, there sure is. There's a whole lot. This is, like, easily the biggest, like, by far. This has got to be, like, twice as large as any other level. Okay, I can't read. Reminder, this is only second difficulty out of 4. And these words are getting big. Wow, we actually went from decent to excellent with cheese, which tends to not do that. Usually it doesn't make that much of a difference. Shit. Okay, we found a reel. That's actually a really good sign. See what I did there? Because I was wondering if we're going to have any save opportunities in this level at all. Also, I'm taking this just because it's here. I don't like that all of these things are, like, already open, because I feel like in the earlier levels they weren't. Actually, I could think about using those here. There you go. Like, that's why they're here. Alright, we need a gold key for that. We don't have a gold key. Is there another one of those spawners in here? I don't remember. Also, which way was back? This way was back. Before we go through that, where do we want to go next? There's one just to the right of this. Oh. Or O's, to be specific. Let's go take care of this. Because if this is like other levels, then we only need to use this key in one place. That was through here, right? Yep. What? Where are we? Suddenly we're in the 4th area again. What the fuck? But we don't have a temperature gauge, so they did not bring back that aspect. This is bad. Got away with one hit. Oh. Yeah, we want those. I don't have room for more than that. I can do that, though. Are we doing, like, basically revisits of every area? But it's, like, supposed to be an illusion? Because we still don't have a temperature gauge. So, like, this isn't actually, you know, frozen like it was in the previous level. That would explain why the map is so freaking big, though. There might be... Yeah, there's other things on the sides. I should be... I can't even tell how filled the gauge is right now. Alright, where am I right now? I was definitely not expecting a re-emergence. Hate food? I do not hate food. I would be dead if I hated food. What on earth is this really thin hallway? That pistol rounds? No, that's meat. I don't know what was going... Wait, what? Hello? I didn't open that. I've seen that happen one other time. I guess this might be... Oh, scratched portrait. An aspiring actress from the sticks. Once relaxed, she exuded profound talent. But relax she couldn't. In fact, she buckled under the first touch of pressure, unsuitable for the work. So is there actually, like, way more lore here? There is. Scratched portrait. It was said this woman could edit footage of a man eating a sandwich into a masterpiece. She fought well. Guess that's why we have all these sandwiches. An actor brimming with spirit. He would have been ideal for the funny guy clown part. But, as spirits are wont to do, he evaporated the instant the temperature rose. His reputation preceded him, an eye for details on the grandest scale. They said the photographic lens was his canvas. The reality did not match the myth. There's more stuff down here, too. 17-year-old runner, already working themselves to death. A near-ideal candidate, but too young. Just too young. I wonder if these match the 8 selectable playable characters. This one provided bounteous fodder. A stuntman past his prime, though his tough as proverbial nails. He performed without question. He gritted his teeth through never-ending hardship and toil. We fed on him for many moons. She almost destroyed the entire fabric, righteous, indignant. If she had broken through one more barrier, she might have corrupted even you. Up-and-coming makeup artists specialized in prosthetics and wounds, couldn't handle seeing the real thing. Or maybe those are supposed to be past instances, not the current set. Another reel. Can I stack these? Oh, whoops, that's not where I thought the reel was. No, I can't stack them. That sucks. Not surprised, though. Oh my god, there's so much lore in this place. Fessler's portrait. Oh, most fruitful vessel, whose cup runneth over with spirit, who aligns his soul, or signs his soul. I just want to make sure there's no enemies. Who signs his soul to ride with us to a fertile future, to aid in our great cause. Your work shall deliver us all and transform the world. Yes, you can see they, like, have a very elaborate display for him here. Here's the 8 that we play as. And this is my character, the most suspicious of your work. She will be ready to strike back, or rather break out, at a moment's notice. But this is also her function in your movies, her uncanny ability to fall or fight naturally. Keep her on a tight leash, or she might shatter the work. Yeah, so the scratch portraits were supposed to be a previous iteration. With Ren, you toss a coin. While passion drips from her fingertips, righteousness too pours forth from her third eye, partly open. Potent thoughts of her younger siblings, whom she herself raised and learned her craft for, power her creativity. Yet, if she senses they are in danger, she may break from the work and attempt to destroy us. I realize that all the time I spend reading these just means I'm gonna get a frickin' horde sooner, and it might be very bad. Zygmunt's portrait. At first glance an airhead, a fuzzbrain, but observe the eyes, cool, focused. Truly, Zygmunt has the soul of an old and unstoppable locomotive. Pressing ever forward, hard and metallic. He acts only in the interest of himself and the young man photographed in his wallet. He realizes not the talent he possesses. What he could do if he ordered his affairs, let us show him. Yoji's portrait. In terms of pure talent, Yoji is perhaps the most powerful of this crop. His third eye is wide open thanks to a mindful childhood of humid forests and art-making with his elders. Until he tasted of the forbidden, of the possible, and flew his sublime roost, abandoned it in search of glory abroad. What is to say he shan't likewise leave us behind, a risk but a worthwhile one. If opportunity beckons, this one will leap. You must only tell her how high. Memories from home press like the southern wind upon her back, perhaps too prone to flight for our purposes. Avoid subjecting her to institutions, wards, or hospices. Still, her scalpel-like precision, driven by grief buried deep in her heart, should serve us well. Doug, what a comic tragedy that such talent is squandered in this pathetic shell. A brittle form who has simply accepted his destiny to remain trapped in squalor with his brothers and father. As such, the work is but a distraction. He is better served here, creating for you, for us. Ophelia, my other favorite character because she has a bigger inventory. This one grew up with a life so opulent, yet so barren of affection that she understands naught but the work. For her, love is alien. It weighs like baggage rather than empowering like light. To protect herself, she pits those around her against one another, a bottled force, but should she learn to love, she may turn against us. And finally, Hadley. This shattered soul has only shallow interest in the work, but he honed his craft to a razor's edge by forever carrying the image of his daughters in his mind. Only they fend off memories of what he saw during his tours of duty. On that note, any loud pop might cause him to snap. Almost every day his thoughts drift to the gun he keeps hidden above the kitchen cabinets, but this fear may drive him to loyalty. Alright, so we looked at that already. Man, there is a lot of lore in this level, and of course, like, once you've read it once, there's probably no reason to read it again. Meanwhile, what is this? His directive. One's duty to type in blood. One's essence flows on the page. One's provenance offered as a sacrifice. I am a little worried that, like, this really is filling much more slowly, and it might be to allow for the lore, but I have to imagine that the Horde might be worse. I thought I might have heard an enemy, but it seems like I didn't. I saw another reel outside here, so I might go back for that. There's so many of these tight rooms here. And there's a whole bunch of... Oh, we found the... Wow. We found the VCR. So there's that. But there's a bunch of stuff I haven't explored back in, like, the first area before the big outdoor area. What on earth is happening here? Okay, so they continue with the pattern where you find one tape near the VCR, but boy, it sure is an entire set piece in itself. There's only 3? There's fewer red tapes. In a level this big, there's fewer red tapes. Don't tell me they're all literally here. This is definitely setting up for something if that's the case. It's... yeah, okay. Oh, I don't have room for it now. Oh, I have too many shells. That's what it is. Okay. I'm gonna insert 2 of them. I imagine the third one is through that door. Wait. That's not a door. Yet. Sure looks like a door. There's 2 other doors, actually. It's one of these guys. 2 of these guys. Okay, so that's also a tape. I just want to, like, look at these rooms first, because there's more rooms than there is capacity for tapes. And also, we're gonna end up getting a horde sometime soon. Oh, that's pretty good. That just evaporated both of them. I may end up feeling quite lucky. Oh, this is not a tape. Okay. Seems like I might be lucky that I got the shotgun, though. Honestly, I wonder if I should just stay out here for the horde. Still trying to figure out, like, there's symbols above the meter, too. And I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at there. I kind of want to stay here first. I don't know how much longer it's going to take until that actually triggers. And I also don't know, is it just going to be a standard horde? Yeah, so there has to be... Yeah, there's more stuff I didn't do there, like the blue key door. But, like, typically the tapes are the last thing you do. So... kind of wondering about that. It'll probably trigger now. I hope it's not just like a timer, and if you take too long, you fail. Oh wow, they will actually spawn from the end, as long as they're out of rendering range. Sounds like they're starting to come in from the other doors. Which is interesting, because you would think I could see them from here, but I can't. Are they actually all coming from that one? Because, like, I can deal with that. Still no one else here. Yep, that worked. I expect there will still be more of them. Let's just go reload this. I was sure expecting more than that. So now the question is, do I wait to come back here way later and put this in? Or do I just do it now? Because the problem is, there's definitely stuff I have not explored. So this might be a terrible idea. That was different. Oh. Interesting. Did that just warp me somewhere else? Kind of. Yeah, this is disjointed from where we just were. There's a save point here. And I didn't keep a reel. Or wait, no, there's a computer. Did I see a save point? Yeah, it's right there. Okay, so I put a reel in there, so we should be fine. Yeah, this seems like it's a very specific juncture of the level. Interesting. Desperate scribble. I am lost now, in the endless labyrinth of the work, as Baz calls it. He lies. I carved the path, but the visitor's talent feeds this place. Feeds my duty, this contractual obligation. But this group fought back harder than any before. Maybe I can finally rest. So we're actually here to rescue Fessler. Okay. Yeah, this seems like a good time to save, huh? Okay, glad I stored one of those, otherwise I'd be up a certain creek without a certain implement. And we have full shotgun ammo, so hopefully that helps, because the shotgun seems pretty dang powerful. Let's eat that to get back to excellent. There's a whole other sandwich there, too. Which, if we're gonna be fighting something as soon as we go through that door, maybe we should make another sandwich. But this is the only place we can go now. This looks like it could be a boss room. Yep. Oh, look who it is. It's Fessler. It's Dr. Wowie. That's what he looks like. Just, if he wiggles his eyebrows, I'm shooting him. Oh, well, that was loud. I think we found Baz. Oh, he just jumped away anyway. He presumably jumped... I don't know whether that was a damage threshold that made him jump away. It might be. Good music here, too. Holy shit. Is there another enemy somewhere? No. Well, maybe, but he's over there. Oh, yeah, there are more enemies. Oh, shit. What are you doing? Fucking hell. He had one hit left. I thought she auto-reloaded. She didn't. Hello? Why can't I eat the sandwich? I'm telling you to eat the sandwich. Please do it. Thank you. I think it was because I was still in combat mode. Okay, you're not dead yet. Alright, I need to get in the habit of actually... Hello? I'm already out of... Oh, he just ran away again. Okay. I didn't think I would be out of shotgun shells that... Wait, I'm not! I'm confused. Yeah, I told it to reload before and it didn't. Alright, what do we got this time? Okay, yeah, so he gets, like, stunned then, but he's not actually dead. Didn't realize there was another one right there. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm dead. I need to... So here's the problem. There are a lot of types of interactions that you need to get used to that only apply when you are fighting, when you're in fight mode. So, like, apparently you can't eat a sandwich when you're in fight mode because it won't actually... Like, that prompt is in bright green at the bottom of your display. It doesn't fucking work. I'm not even sure if reload works. I think it might, though, in either mode. But there are certain things that only apply in each mode, and, like, also... I think I still end up in... I have to pay more attention more closely to whether combat mode exits or not when you stun him and he just like falls over. Okay, why did it just do that again though? That was weird. Is this thing confused? Are we good? I think we're good. So let's make the second sandwich is definitely important. So let's make that again. But yeah, that was... It's really unfortunate how confusing combat can be in this. Yeah, and of course it doesn't save that you've turned this on. I did log a bug. I started a thread yesterday. Wait, what? No. I pressed enter by accident. I hate that you have to press enter after each line except the last one, so then if you press enter, you're actually in inventory swap mode and you don't want to be there. But actually, there's 2 entire sandwiches here. I read this, didn't I? Yeah, okay. It's very nice of them to give you a save point here. However, it is very not nice if they didn't actually give you a reel. And I don't think they actually give you a reel. Like, I would have been screwed. I would have had to do the entire fucking level over if I hadn't put a reel into storage. I am extremely lucky that I did that. Otherwise, I'd be pretty pissed off right now, because it seems really silly that they give you seemingly the ingredients for 2 entire sandwiches, but not a reel in this room that has a save point in it. So I was like, did you not, 1, find a reel, and 2, actually store it in the computer? If you did not do both of those things, lol, fuck you. Unless there was one in here. I don't think so. So yeah, there are things that it feels like you have no choice but to learn the hard way in this game in terms of how things interact. It's basically all of the edge cases pile up immediately, which is really unfortunate. It feels like there should be a better way to introduce the character to mechanics that are going to matter a lot when they get to this specific fight. Can I skip this? I don't think so. I like how the keyboard is a weapon, actually. That's pretty great. Alright, what are we looking at? Okay. Reload. I can't read your word. They do have, like, they have one specific thing stickied on their forums, which is that they are planning to work on text legibility. So that's good. But yeah, I created a post about the issues with saves not remembering state, actually. Alright, I need to get the heck out of here. And reload while I think about it. Yeah, the other problem is I don't have any inventory space to, like, use planks. Okay, he is out of here. Reload that again. We actually have no enemies for the time being. Oh, but there's this guy again. I don't suppose we have any more ammo in here, because I'm going to be out soon, and I wonder how tanky this guy is. Is this something I could technically board up, I wonder? needs to get out of here. That was our free dodge, so that's actually okay. What do you say? What? I got cheated by that. This is bad. We actually got him. Now that I think about it, he kind of looks like Mumbo Jumbo a little bit. Now where the hell am I? So did I just skip the entire rest of this? I had a blue key that I never used. I think I accidentally skipped the entire rest of the level. Look. Daylight. There's no map anymore. We survived that place. So long, Fessler. Roll credits, I guess? I actually kind of want to play it again just so I can find out what the heck the blue key is for, because it seems really weird that it's optional. Yeah, roll credits. Okay. Well, I think the level did some really cool set piece stuff. And it definitely stands up, you know, sets itself apart from the other levels a little bit more. Thank you for playing. We got 2 achievements. Okay, 1 for beating on normal or casual, and presumably 1 for beating the final level in particular. But yeah, geez, that boss fight was already kind of brutal in terms of word length. And, like, the fact that you suddenly have to type the same word, like, 3 or 4 times feels like RSI waiting to happen in particular. Like, it just seems like a lot. With the floaty boys, it's one thing because it's a 4-letter word. Although, again, on higher difficulties, it's going to be longer. I don't even want to know what that boss fight is like on the higher difficulties, honestly. Because those words were... I mean... Not only that, we didn't have the Necrolexicon either. If we had the Necrolexicon, those words also would have been longer yet, presumably. So, imagine highest difficulty plus Necrolexicon. That would be terrible. I would not want to play that. Alright. Also, we actually still have the credits music playing here. Which, yeah, this is like a remixed version of the elevator music, but it's also actually audible, so there's that. So, let me take a break. I want to play it again at least to get an idea for, like, what did I skip? In terms of, like, the blue door. I want to see what's behind that. But really, like, my biggest criticisms are what I already covered, which is, 1, why do they not actually give you a reel? Because you don't know that that's going to be a point of no return the first time you play that. So if you didn't plan ahead to finding a reel and storing it in the computer, then you're just screwed and you'll have to do the entire level over if you fail the boss on the first try, which you're probably going to fail on the first try, unless maybe if you're playing on the lowest difficulty. You know, we could do that, actually. We could play on the lowest difficulty, specifically to see what the, like, least daunting word length is on that boss, because, like, that felt like a lot for normal difficulty, and, like, I get it, it's a final boss, you want it to actually be challenging, but, again, because of what I was talking about with how many edge cases you are going to have to learn on the fly during that boss fight, in terms of, like, okay, when he falls over, which mode do I end up in? I think that largely depends on whether there are other enemies in sight or not. So you just have to, like, keep an eye on that. Remember to reload your weapons, which partially, like, that's, in their defense, that is not an edge case I should be learning the hard way there. It's just that I don't use weapons that require reloading that frequently, basically ever, because my playstyle is melee all the time. If I find the Necrolexicon and I have room for it, I'll use that. Although, I mean, I was using, like, the pistol or revolver or SMG the other day, so it's not like I never reload, but I don't know, somehow the shotgun was throwing me off with that. But the biggest thing is not being able to eat a sandwich when you're in combat mode. I think that was the thing that really threw me off, because that wasted a lot of time when I was first struggling with it, like, why I'm typing the thing, it's literally written right there, why is it not working? That seems like something they should either fix or not prompt, like, either fix so it works in either mode, which I don't really see why it shouldn't, or, like, do something to make it clear that the prompt is not applicable when you're in combat mode. Because it's right there. It's in a brighter text color right in your face really big because your character is closer to your camera than the enemies are. Why would I expect the most prominent text on the entire freaking screen to not work? So, that's kind of the biggest issue there, I think. Anyway, yeah, we'll come back and try this again just so we can, like, further explore the level now that... Because, like, I didn't want to go back after I was like, well, the tapes are all here, let's do this and see what happens, not knowing that it was going to transport me to the boss. I was wondering if there were going to be multiple VCRs, because having only 3 tapes is a downgrade from every other level that had 5. So I was like, there's no way this can be it. But I guess it's... And it's not only that, it's also all the tapes are right there. Like, that is a set-piece network of rooms. Once you reach that, you are in the end game. So, I don't really understand why they would reduce the number of tapes when they have also completely eliminated the tape hunt to begin with. So, I don't know, that seems weird to me. It's like, on the one hand, I can appreciate that there still is a level to explore, but it kind of seems pointless to explore, because, like, once you reach those long rectangular hallways, you basically know you're there, I guess. We'll test it out on a second playthrough right now, and we'll find out when I get back. Alright, let's give this another try, and try to, like, fully explore it this time. Don't skip the blue door. It's really weird to me that the blue door was entirely skippable, though. I am really curious whether there are references to every level, because, like, the music was definitely referencing the supper level. I mean, let's look at the scenario list. So the music definitely referenced Supper of the Dead. We saw an entire room, or rooms, really, modeled after the Cryonic Zone. Not sure we really saw any references. Well, I mean, there's arguably references to Corpus Studios at the very end after you fight the boss. But let's see if we can, like, spot... The only thing we definitely didn't see any sign of was the slap hit. But let's see if we can explore beyond both doors. Did we have to go through the gold door to get to that stuff? That might be what it was. I wonder whether it's random, whether the gold key is blue locked or not. So let's play it again. We're gonna play on the lowest difficulty because I want to see how much less demanding the boss fight is on the lowest difficulty. So let's play it again. I wonder if we'll get this stronger elevator music all the time from now on, or if it's only when you finish that level. I would kind of appreciate having stronger elevator music. It's like more at the volume level you would expect other things to be at. It's a pretty effective, you know, rearrangement, mostly bolstered by, like, you know, the beat and, I guess, the bass. Alright, it sure does take a while to load this level, by the way. I should look at my memory usage. It's not that bad. I don't remember if I, like, don't have this installed to my SSD or something. Now the question is, what guns are... Okay, so there's still the crossbow here. That still has the same note. Oh, hi. So now these guys are 3 letters. Once we get past this initial part, like, this is always going to be the same words. Most of the levels are like that, if not all of them. But beyond that, we should start getting to things that are like 2 letters now on this difficulty, which, you know, I keep ranting about this. I wish it were 1 letter. I wish they hadn't changed that. They changed that so that you didn't have to put slash before, like, grab and swap and eat and stuff. But I think the trade-off for that in making these a bunch of nonsensical 2-letter sequences is a worse trade-off than having to press slash. And like I said, there should be smarter ways to do it that don't require doing this. I would rather have to press slash a few times, though, if that's really the trade-off. Like, slash on the, as a prefix to predetermined strings is way less of a difficulty hike than changing these from 1 letter to 2 letters. But, like, seriously, just don't make these start with G or S or Q for quick eat, or E for eat sandwich, I guess. Or R for reload. You know? Just reduce the pool of letters for movement tiles by 1. Or, not 1, but, you know, like 5. And you're done. But these guys are 4 letters now, for the most part, except for the longer word. Which way did I come in? Not this way. Okay, yeah, we just went around in a circle, though. I think I do want to go back that way. What else do we have? Wait, what else do we have? There was another item out there that I did not examine, actually. That's sad. Oh, and also there's stairs. Are those in the other room? Yeah, okay. I overlooked those. What if I overlooked a weapon? Oh, I see. Over there, yeah. I can see that from here, so I can just type that in and she'll go all the way around. Works for me. Didn't realize that was a shield letter, or shield word. We didn't see any of those guys, I think, in my first playthrough of this level. Yeah, I'll grab that for sure. Once we start seeing what I get ammo for, actually, then we'll, make a choice. Okay, yeah, that is the poem that I saw before. You know, the saddest thing about this is that, we couldn't save Fessler. You know, he sounded worth saving at the end of that. I'm confused, because it makes it look like there's something there, but there isn't. We got, like, these winding paths again. I think somebody just busted open a door somewhere. Still trying to adjust my mic boom to be in an optimal position. Okay, we got blue key door again. Question is, where will we find that this time? The moment I find the blue key, I'm just gonna, like, beeline to the blue key door. I'm pressing enter. Nothing is happening. Hello? Okay, that time it worked. That was weird. I've never had it press enter, and she's just like, I don't know what to do. I need to remember that bullets are what's used for SMG. This just went back out. I just went in a circle, didn't I? No, wait, there's multiple blue doors. Okay, we have a save point and... Wait, there's a save point near the first computer, actually. Okay, interesting. I did not notice that last time. But that doesn't mean it wasn't there. I could have missed it. Blue doors all over the place, too. Alright, but let's use the computer so we can get safe mode access. We already saw a door earlier. So, on the lowest difficulty, you don't have the possible confusion of should I press enter at the end of each line or not, because you don't have to press it ever. So that bit of cognitive dissonance only shows up on the higher difficulties. Alright, we don't have any reels yet. I don't know if this alcove existed last time. I could have overlooked it, though, because I think I only came down the center and the right side. Is there, like, an upper floor to that, too? I think there might be... Yeah, there technically is. I doubt there's a way up there from here, though? You can kind of see it over there, though. Alright, where was... There were no safe doors in here. There were a couple in previous rooms, though. Oh, wait, there's stairs right here. That's actually where I came from, isn't it? I want to say that's where I came from. I could be wrong, though. But it seems like there's no reason for me to be up there right now, so... Alright, keep going this way. And kill those things. Oh, here's the blue key. Alright, let's grab it and go. Alright, and now, which way am I going back? Is it that way? Should be that way. Oh, hi. We don't want to go up, though, right? There's a couple of ways to go. There's a lot of blue key doors, actually. Okay, yeah, this might be a reference to an earlier level. Kind of looks like it. Which level had this structure? This might have been, Supper of the Dead. Yeah, it had to be, because this is the... what the exterior looks like. So, yeah, there is a bunch of, like... borrowed level, rooms. But there might be no reason to come in here. But I might have just accidentally gotten really lucky. Yeah, this is also from that level, I think. What does that say? They really need to make that not be semi-transparent. That just goes... Actually, where does that go? Where the heck am I? I don't think there's anything of meaning over there. Oh, and now we're suddenly in here. Okay, we just transitioned from Scenario 2 to Scenario 4. I didn't actually move from excellent, presumably because of the lower difficulty. Oh, actually, I need this. Okay, but now we're in this music again, which we didn't get until later last time. Well, there's a reel here. Well, we know the drill now. I'm gonna pick that up again. Okay, so this was just a dead end. I don't know if there's anything down here in terms of, like, is there a way down? Oh, there's a jump over there. But yeah, no, that all just seemed kind of pointless. But it turned out to be, like, important for getting a reel. Okay, that came back out through there. Were those the only blue doors? There was another... There was another door down here somewhere. That's where I came through before. It's not that one. Yes, I don't think it was. Where the heck am I? Oh, it's the other room, dude. Okay, yeah, down here. That was unfortunate. I accidentally hit both enter and shift. And shift just undid the entire word. It would be nice if, like, shifting back would redo the word if you had already typed it. But that definitely feels like more of a stretch to ask for. Did I read this? Oh, it's number 2 that I missed, so that's probably what I missed by not going through the blue door, was the other bit of lore. They cannot watch the tapes. Nobody can. Nobody but me. He says their contents must be raw, fresh as possible, unsullied by others. Some footage is better, some worse. Sometimes when I am inserting the tape at the end of the day, I sense him behind me, Baz, but there's nobody there. I should probably put down the crossbow. I probably don't need it at this point. Alright, am I actually done with the blue key? I think I am. I think that's all it was. I think it was some lore, and that's it. Do I even want to be going this way? Oh, wait. I never did go through the other door back there. I got distracted because I found lore. Alright, going back in. There's another blue door right here, too. I don't think it's important, though. I think it just connects to somewhere else I had already been. Okay, where is this other door? Oh, it's in the other corner. Oh, now we're in the server room from hell again. Okay. Well, we did find one of these before. Oh, hi. Okay, there's an enemy spawner in here. Is there anything else? There's seemingly other stuff. Hello. Didn't notice there's like a strobe effect when they come out. Which I guess can be useful, because it, like, might draw your attention if it happens to be in view. Okay, this is the one... Yeah, this is the one I did find before. So, interestingly, both 2 and 3 were blue locked this time, whereas I think only 2 I had missed last time. I wonder how much work the SMG could do on the boss. I don't know what I typoed there. Alright, there is another door down here. I like how before we had one whose top word was yeah, and this time we had one that was nah. Oh, I do still have this. Yeah, crossbow is kind of worthless, isn't it? I just want to put the crossbow down. And I had kind of intended to use the SMG there. See, the shield icons actually stand out more than the text on those guys, which is kind of a problem. Like, okay, good, they're shield icons, I get it, but actually, I just want to know what word I need to type 4 times. Okay, yeah, so this time, I guess I'm glad I kept looking through that. Although, are we technically still blue locked? I think we are? There's another red room I didn't do down there. I think we're technically still blue locked. So, in this case, gold was actually behind blue, which did not happen last time, but that was what I was wondering. And actually, there's nothing else in this room this time. And also, there's a reel right there on the way to that door. I don't remember if that's where I had found the reel the time that I did store one. Because, like, if it's always right there, you're more likely to pick it up and carry it with you, but... still not nearly a guarantee. There's the gold key. Even more bullets. I can't carry this many bullets. Let's just do that. So there was one other room I hadn't gone into, right? Yeah. Oh boy, I have to go all the way back around for that, though, don't I? I don't know if I feel like doing that. It's like, what could it possibly be? But I did say I was going to fully explore the level this time. So let's go fully explore the level this time. Hi. That dude successfully flanked me this time. I did not have a high enough FOV. As this guy rightly points out. Oh, there's another door here too, actually. Yeah, oh, it's right next to the door I came in. Yeah, I see you over there. Another... jeez. I did store one before, right? Pretty sure I did, because I had to put down the blue key to do it and then pick it up again. Alright, nothing else here. A lot of planks again. I did actually bother to use one last time. But it's kind of pointless. Let me just double check that I haven't overlooked anything else there. No. And now we want to go back to explore the one other room that's all the way back to the beginning that I didn't explore. Ugh. Alright, where do I have to go back to? Yeah, we're going down to the left. And then we have to go all the way back out this room. What is even the right way to go out this room? Because I don't want to end up on the second floor, although... Oh, shit. I was like, what is that sound? Turns out that's what that sound is. It's a bad sound. Fortunately, my, my dodge per 30 seconds, saved it. There's a dude up there. Does this technically count as the second floor? If I go all the way up there, it will. There's a couple of items that I had overlooked at the very beginning, but I'm not particularly worried about those. But yeah, navigating this room can be a little confusing. Okay. Go through the bub door. And there's an AFK door that I missed. Oh, there's one of these guys. Okay, haven't seen those at all in this level. Oh, the revolver is here. This guy's minding his own business. He was about to not be minding his own business. I can technically reload one bullet. I would kind of like the revolver, but at the same time, it's really unlikely I would get ammo for it. Alright, so that's all we missed. I think we've explored everything now. We have to go through the gold key door next. Oh yeah, now the door, the starting door was on the south side rather than the east side like it was before, so that can rotate. It's the same structure, though. Did I read that before? I probably did. Yep. Strange poem can be in completely different places, because it wasn't in that kind of room last time. We want to go down this way, probably. Is that? No. We want to go this way. I came down a different staircase last time. And now we want to go back into the blue door. We don't actually need the blue key anymore. So I guess grab more bullets. If we don't find the shotgun, we're gonna have to, Actually, so here's the problem. For some extent of this, I don't want to use the, SMG because that basically hides how many letters the word is. Like, that's actually an interesting aspect, is like, the SMG kind of hides the difficulty. But I'm assuming the difficulty might also affect, like, how many words are there at once or something. Alright, wait. Should I be here? Or am I in the wrong place? No, yeah, we need to be here. Okay. If I just ignore that guy... Man, the music gets real creepy there. Alright, and then we gotta go to the left. But yeah, I wonder if SMG is actually, like, increasingly overpowered depending on what difficulty you're playing on. Okay, might as well grab more bullets. Oh, hello. And now, yep, like last time, we are immediately into cryonic zone, apparently. So I don't think there were any references. I can't see your word, dude. I do appreciate that, like, her swing speed is not limited. Like, it is as fast as my typing is. Alright, there's still only one door through here, so I think once you go through the gold door, it's basically consistent and predictable. But since I don't have to worry about temperature here... Oh, I have to worry about this guy, though. No, I'm typoed. A whole-ass pistol. I already have the SMG. It uses the same ammo and is more effective, so... Because pistol would still... Pistol is basically like crossbow. Both crossbow and pistol basically just give you range, but don't make words any easier. What is that? That's freaking... Yeah, that's ammo for the revolver. I wonder how effective the revolver could be, because the revolver is you type one word and it basically one-shots an enemy. So it really depends on, like... would it end an entire phase? Or would it just do a set amount of damage? Because, like, shotgun is also gonna one-shot most things, I figure. Okay. Managed to get through that, only taking the one hit, which got dodged, so that's fine. It is interesting that they still have, like, the furnaces here, which serve no purpose because you don't have a temperature gauge in this level. I don't know when I became not excellent, but let's eat. Unless you really do still have the temperature gauge, but I didn't notice myself taking any damage outside. So I don't think that was it. So this is... Now we're back to the lore rooms, where we have the 8 scratched portraits, and then the 8 portraits that actually represent the characters we play as. We're gonna end up fighting a horde here anyway. Because I spent as much time exploring as I did reading lore last time. What is over there? So the question I have is, can I get myself into one of the tape rooms? Another reel. Wow. Might as well. Although I don't think I need it, actually. So I should power this on, but I don't know if now is the time. Another reel. Really, there's 2 of them here. They really are trying to tell you to, Can't believe how many puns I'm unintentionally creating here. They really are telling you to take a reel with you. Like, they're kind of hitting me over the head with it now. Which is weird because... Well, no, I gotta remember we did... Yeah, we did find one reel earlier. Wait, hang on. There is a door over here. Did I skip any other doors? No, I think I accidentally went the correct way. I'm wondering whether all the enemies are actually approaching from, like, the snowy exterior side, and so they're just not going to be relevant. Because the thing is, like, actually one interesting play is, like, if you happen to cue a horde right before... There's still that locked door there, too. Like, why is this here? There has to be a reason for that. Because, like, that's very obviously a door, but it does not open. And I don't know what would make it open. Unless there's supposed to actually be a way back. But it wasn't really obvious. Oh, wow, there was a sharp right turn here. I don't think that happened last time. I think they were all straight away. That is not tape, but I have room for it anyway, so I guess I'll take it. Oh, that's interesting. Is that actually that door? No, I don't think so. Because that door's on this side. Maybe they're just for show, though. I don't know. I didn't realize there could be multiple of them. Yeah, okay, this one's a straightaway. Is there a reason that one was at an angle? Huh. Because, like, two of them were parallel to each other last time. I think. There are a lot of you. What? I misread that. I thought there was an L. Oh, right. I don't have fucking room for that. Well, that seems like a problem. I guess I'll put ammo there for now. I might come back for it, depending on what I find elsewhere. We still haven't found the shotgun. Oh, yeah, so I think I trailed off on a thought earlier. One potential play... Oh, it's the hey, no problem door. It's Alf. Oh, right. I was gonna actually, like, do inventory things so that I could pick up more stuff. I keep interrupting my thought. Where was the computer? Was it in the previous room? It was in the previous room. Okay. I don't know that it was in the previous room last time, but I could be misremembering. I have way too many reels. Like, I don't need that many reels. Like, the next chance I'm gonna have to save is when we actually get to the fight anyway. Okay. Tim? I think he's the door that's left. But yeah, my thought that I keep interrupting, which I'll probably interrupt again, because that seems to be the trend now, is you could, like, wait for the horde to come and then trigger, like, then insert the last tape right then. Because once you do that, you get transported to a place that is, like, not connected at all. So, like, the horde can't follow you. Although I could be off on that, and, like, they could just be like, well, it doesn't matter, we're gonna spawn here now instead, and then you have a actually worse time. And then you would have to, like, specifically, like, wait them out to approach you before you would trigger the boss fight. So actually, yeah, that's probably a terrible idea, never mind. So wait. Which one didn't I pick up? Oh, I didn't go all the way down that hallway. I just, like, noped out after I fought things, I think. Oh, there are more things to fight. I just noped out of this entirely for some reason, apparently. Then yes. Okay, we have the last red tape. I should probably go pick up that ammo that I left in the other room. Oh, wait. Hang on. They'll probably give us ingredients when we get there anyway for at least one, maybe even two sandwiches, but I might as well put one together here. Like, I'm guessing the sandwich ingredients are consistent there to try to give players a fighting chance. But if they don't put an actual reel in there, that just seems rude. I mean, like, granted, there's a gazillion reels here, so it seems to be begging the players to take one with them, but I could see on a first playthrough being like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to use this. Seems like it would almost make more sense to have a save reel here before the teleport. Okay, what am I doing? Are we just inserting... I did go back and get the... Did I go back and get the other bullets? Hang on a sec. That's what I wanted to do. That's in here. Did I get them? Was I just zoning out? I thought I left them there. Okay, well, I guess we're going with this much ammo. I feel like that's not enough. I really feel like that's not enough. If I wanted to go back and double check... I'd have to go here. Hey, Cheddar. Yeah, no, I didn't put any ammo in there. It just seems very awkward that you basically have to, like, go out of your way to store stuff because, like, your last inventory slot is going to be taken by the red tape. Alright, I guess I'm going with this much ammo. I don't feel terribly confident about that, because it's probably not going to be enough. But let's see what happens. Like, that's the thing, is I feel like it would be a lot more user-friendly if they let you save before instead of after this. And then you wouldn't have to worry about the item management here because you have to have a slot clogged by the red tape. Yep, so once again, this is disjointed from that part of the map. Actually, the horde meter is still there. Alright, so we don't want to go through the door until we inspect everything else. I guess we make up for this by making an extra sandwich. I still can't believe that yesterday I saw cheese balls exactly once in the game and I haven't seen them ever since. Alright, we have 3 sandwiches. No ammo here or anything. We need to... We need to swap something for a reel. But what I can do is do that, then swap again. Because the thing is, if I don't do this now, and I have to reload, I end up having to power on the machine again, even though I already did that, because it doesn't save that. so this way I have the inventory the way I want it. Alright, here goes nothing. Prepare for loud noise. Yeah, so now everything's a single letter. That might have missed. Alright, reload now. There's also a bunch of health around this arena. I don't know if there's ever any ammo here. Oops. Okay, so he does stagger, like, basically when you run him out of letters, he staggers. But there's, like, a set amount before he'll actually die. Oh. Can't read that. Okay, so the SMG isn't all-powerful. Once he gets to longer words, you do still have to type a couple of letters. That was not the way. Hi, could we go somewhere else? Yeah, this is bad. But now he should be in front of everything. Okay, so now we're out of ammo, so that's a problem. Eat that before we go into combat mode. I want to be as far away from him as possible. Because now I need to type these. Okay, he's out of here. Hello? But yeah, no more ammo at this point. Oh yeah, there's always planks here, so I guess if you find one of the spawners, you can... Oh look, there's like letters on the sides of that. I guess you can steal out the spawners. Yeah, so he starts groaning when he's close to death. Man, I hear this music and I'm just like, where was this, you know, between this and the song that plays during board events in the Slap Pit, it's like, where was this the rest of the soundtrack? There you go. So those were still 7-letter words, even on the easiest difficulty where shit's supposed to be shorter. Which makes me wonder if it's always that length. I really don't think I want to find that out on a harder difficulty. But if I do, we could try to, like, blitz through it. And what we could do is do just the typing difficulty, not the game difficulty, so that we still have, you know, some chance of surviving. I wasn't expecting to just play this one level over and over again today, but, like, now I'm actually curious how it works. Can I skip this? I don't think I can skip this. I'm gonna take a break, and then let's try it on either the 3rd or 4th difficulty, depending on how adventurous I feel. And we'll try to, like, blitz through the level this time. And I want to see how different the boss fight is. Although, I guess we should still look for weapons. So, there is that. We'll try it again when we get back. Okay. This was the result of last time. I'm pretty sure the WPM was somehow lower this time. I'm still not sure how that works, because my WPM should never be that high to begin with. Oh, right. You have to, like, press... You can't just click to dismiss that. You have to press a key, but if you press escape, it actually also brings down the escape menu. Alright, so what we're gonna do this time is we're only gonna adjust the typing difficulty to Grandmaster. Recommended for typists with WPM greater than 140. I don't have WPM greater than 140, but the game sometimes claims I do, so we're gonna try it anyway. I don't know what this difficulty does. I've played with Expert and Survival Horror before, because I tried all of these, like, I tried playing down each column in the demo. I have never tried Grandmaster or Torment. For all I know, Torment might be one hit kills you, so I'm not going to do that right now. But we'll try Grandmaster. We'll keep the gameplay difficulty on casual, so there's some leeway there. Oh, it actually changes the color of that. Hang on. I want to see... That's the wrong thing. I want to see how that interacts. I guess it matches... No, wait. That's purple, and it was red, though. That's, like, orange-ish. That's yellow-ish, and then that's green, I guess. Okay. Weird that this scale uses different colors than the actual selection. But also, they needed to use colors that contrast well in this selection, so, like, it's good that they did that. I'm just surprised they didn't match it, but then I guess these two wouldn't match each other, and that would also be weird, so there's really no winning that situation, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna shut up and start the level. And we'll see. I'm guessing Grandmaster does one of two things. Either it's just complete gibberish character sequences, or it's multiple words in one prompt. Those are my two guesses. Oh yeah, you know, since I never actually played with settings in different columns, I don't know whether unlocking terminals, whether the number of prompts there is based on the typing difficulty or the gameplay difficulty. I always assumed it was the typing difficulty, but I guess now we get to find out. Because either it'll be 1 because it's based on the gameplay difficulty, or it'll be like 4 or something now. So the initial part here will be the same. Alright. 5 letters for stuff here. So we don't necessarily have to go, like, all-out exploring stuff this time. Where'd you come from? I'm not sure if that actually got a chance to hit me. I didn't hear the evade sound, but it looked like it did the animation, so I'm a little confused. Yeah, so now moving is actual effort. Presumably we've seen all the lore there is to see now. Yup. Actually, that one's usually further, like, earlier in this room than this. Where the heck am I? Okay, yeah, there seems to always be one door out of this room. What on earth is that word? Oh, how... Okay, because this is still on easy gameplay, we still have a pretty wide window on jumping. Oh, wait. Sandwich time. Where are we going? Oh, there's a ladder here? Okay, that's different. That's a lot of dudes. Do I have to be here? Could I not be here? That would be great. Alright, they single-filed enough that I was able to do that. I will grab this for now, but I really don't want to keep this weapon. I want to find something better for the boss. Yeah, there really weren't any doors up there. This is I feel like this is the first time we've actually had the opportunity to climb down in this first room. I would like you guys to line up, ideally. There's a door here. It's the only door I can go through right now, actually. So this is always a similar layout, too. I feel like, yo, I never noticed that, though. That's pretty damn cool. So we have one door that we can go through over there, and one door on the second floor we can go through. Hello. Oh, wait, maybe no. Maybe no, maybe not. I'm gonna go back down here and let you guys approach one by one. Maggots barely offend. I disagree. Alright, one hit isn't that bad. The thing is, you always have to freaking remember words to backtrack using. If that had an I in it, it would make more sense to me. Alright, where was that door, actually? I ended up on the second level. There are a lot of bullets. I really hope I find the SMG again. Lewis! Next, you're gonna give me pills as a word. Wait, isn't this... No, this can't be where I came in, because I came in on the lower floor. Jerks! I can't believe there's jerks in this room. Wait, piano bar? Is this just a room type I never saw last time? The last two times? That's something. I don't necessarily need that right now. Is this new lore I haven't seen? Nope, it's the same poem. Makes sense for it to be there. I started typing it again too early. I'm glad I didn't get punished for that. Still more bullets. Alright, well that's cool that we saw a room that we hadn't seen before. Unfortunately, it was mostly pointless, so we gotta go out now anyway. I should have eaten something. Since we're probably never gonna be in here again. Now we gotta go back downstairs. Is there a way to do that from here, or do I have to go all the way back around? There sort of is. Oh, hello. Can't go through that door. I am on the wrong side of this, but... yeah, I probably have to go back up this way and find a different staircase. Oh, there's more meat there anyway. can't believe this door is a douche. Making me go all the way around the room. So there's a ladder there. This is like a revisit of the second stage. Where am I? Okay, the ladder is there. There's also stuff all the way the heck down there, though? Wait a second. Is that... Oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting. There's just a plank going off into the middle of nowhere in this room that normally wouldn't have this in the previous levels. There could be something important in here. Is this room a keeper? Let's find out. This is lore that we've probably seen. Yep. Wait, before we go up, there was another room down there, too. There's also a room at the top. Oh, yeah, I kind of have to go across the stairs, don't I? What's over here, though? Can I not go down there? No, I can go down... Wait, what? There was totally a prompt there, and then it disappeared. Blue door, which might or might not be important, based on what we've seen so far. Okay, yeah, this should have the computer in it. It does. It also, again, has pasta. No, it has a, I don't know how that didn't hit me. I expected to take hits there. Usually you don't get those enemies in this room. I should pace around this room a bit before I use the computer. Alright, time to find out whether we get 1 prompt or 4. It's 4. And I accidentally pressed enter again. Wanted to check for enemies. Is there anything in here? Is that's the sword. We want that. I guess I'll store the crossbow for now. Sword could come in very handy. And there's a room here, actually. Oh, hello. I want to go back over here and hope that they line up. I might even go back out here to really hope they line up. Alright, one hit. Oh, hello. Blue key. Want that. I probably should have stored the other bullets. Speaking of which. So is there nothing in here other than that? Where am I? I'm in there. Yeah, that's it. Put those away for now. I suppose perhaps I should go back to the blue door. Which is... Wait, it's literally in this room? Hang on. So now the question is, do we need to come in here or not? It seems like... Man, it actually seems like the sequence of rooms is more predictable on this level than others. Unless I just don't realize how predictable it is in other levels. Because, like, this is what was inside the blue door. Okay, this is different, though. Last time we had beds in here. Actually, I think I'd... Oh, hi. What are you... You're not aiming at anything I can actually, like, type at right now. Is there anything worth doing in here? There is one other door. I think I should use this. Just to not give them a chance to attack. But sword is, like, very finite. Okay, this is the room that I got to last time. Yeah, there's, like, a lit candle there. I wonder if that's supposed to be the reason why there isn't, like, temperature. Okay. We're gonna have dudes trying to knock down that door. What? Weird how some things, like if you type through a space by accident, it actually shows it in the word, but other typos it doesn't. Actually, before we do that, I'm just gonna check the map again. Yeah, that's all there is here. There's another door to the left. It's out here, right? Yeah. Poopy. Alright. Well, we've got the server room of hell, which always seems to be a thing. I can't believe we found Humble Bundle in the server room of hell. Oh, wait, hang on. How about you first? The one thing I've been surprised at is we haven't had, like, the tankier... Oh my god, is that the shotgun? That's the shotgun. I don't have room for you. I guess I'm putting the bullets there for now. Oh, hello. But yeah, I don't think we've had too many of the tankier zombies, if any. Now the question is, have we had any shotgun shells, like, anywhere? Does this let me go that way? Yeah, it does. There's lore here? Okay, I've seen that. Alright, which one of you is first? That's a slightly tricky word until you, like, realize what you need to do for it. Pistol, which would be good for my bullet ammo. Huh, a web door. I see you, but I can't see your words. And there's another one. Okay, oh, SMG, real shit. What do I want to do about this? Because, again... Alright, well, here's the question. I'm in the blue key area right now, right? Or no, I was in it before? No, yeah, I was already in it. It seems really unlikely that we're gonna have more blue key things. Now, here's the problem. I can't hold more than 20 bullets right now. Oh, shit. And I also need that. I have a lot of bullets. I have not seen any shells. I'm leaving the shotgun there. Kinda wish I used Ophelia. But no, I don't, because then I would have taken way more damage. Oh, geez, it's right here. The gold door is right here. We're basically go mode. Yeah, I think we go with this. Knowing that I already got a whole bunch of bullets, and we're right here. And there's more there. Let's go grab those bullets. Oh, wait, no, that's meat. I thought that was bullets. I guess we'll kill that guy. Okay, that's true. We're not quite go mode until we get to the other end of all of this. That's a lot of dudes. Oh, man. And we have to type that many things now, huh? Dimitri? That's not a... That's a proper name. Come on. Don't tell me that has, like, a non-proper name version. We're gonna quick eat that, because I don't have room for it otherwise. Alright. Door is to the right. Let's go left first to check for items. Although, I'm not gonna be able to hold anything new anyway. Again, couldn't read it. Is there nothing over there? I guess. Avast! What do you say? Apparently, there's an Indian restaurant out here. Okay, that's heavy ammo. Funny, I found that there in this area last time, too. And that is a reel that I can't fit. But I already have one, so it's fine. You know, I'm surprised they don't make you fix the door here. This is a big guy. I suppose one thing that can end up inflating my words per minute. Okay, yeah, now we're in the home stretch. Now we find shotgun shells. Thanks, I hate it. I think that was all that was there, though. Yeah, now you're saying I should have chosen the shotgun. Welp. I'm not going all the way back for it. What on earth is this? We're only like halfway on the meter, too, so there is that. I'll take this as a consolation prize. Because I can fit those. What is this? His directive. Oh, yeah, we did see that. Alright, hang on. Where am I? I am over there. There's 2 doors from here. Interesting. This is usually linear, so now I'm wondering which turds are in this room. Okay, this is in this room. That was weird. It gave me like an eh, but it let me finish anyway. Like, I'm not even sure what to make of that. We don't need that anymore. Like, it still let me finish, so I don't actually know. I thought there was, you know... Maybe that technically hurt me. Let's go eat cheese, just in case. I guess we might as well put that in there. Wait, no. You fool. We need space for tapes. Let's put that in there. So... There's another door back here, too. Okay, so that's where that is. Oh, come on. I was about to type church, and then the word disappeared, even though I wasn't moving. Like, I really hate that. It's one thing if it weren't, and I guess it thought it wasn't in line of sight, but it totally was. But I want to see what's in this door. Have I seen this room before? What does that say? Dream Annex. There's another computer in here. This feels like the area that's supposed to be, like, way earlier. Well, actually, no. Way earlier we did have the computer and the, I'm so confused. Wait a minute. What? This is what you usually get to after you teleport. After you Why are we getting this now? This is weird. What? I'm actually concerned. Like, this should be the boss fight right here. Why are we here now? That actually doesn't make sense. Is this a bug? Like, I expected if I were to go to the room to the left, we would end up at a boss. Meanwhile, what the heck is this place? That's really interesting, but there's... This is, yeah, this is where you usually end up warping in after you use the 3 tapes. Do we just get to skip the 3 tapes? That seems like a bug. Yeah, because this is all the meat that's supposed to be here. You know, all the sandwiches. So, like, are we just gonna end up right here again, even though it's already connected? That's very weird. So clearly if you make typos... Actually... That one was filling pretty fast anyway. I was gonna say if you make typos, I think it fills faster, but no, I might actually be wrong on that. Should I just save now? I could, but then, like, if I do turn out to have to do the red tapes anyway, then I would have to do all of it over again. Which would be pretty time-consuming. I wish I had 2 reels in here. Maybe we'll get lucky and find one anyway. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna literally walk through that door right now. Because, like, that's just weird, dude. Also, I guess, well, you know what? So I'm gonna walk through this door, and I think if it turns out that this is the boss... Okay, I can already see. This is definitely the boss. Yeah, that's the boss. I should have thought about that. Like, I could totally just back out. We're gonna end up hitting Horde anyway. Alright, that's super weird, and that seems like a bug. And if it's intentional, that sometimes you don't need to do... Like, because this would mean you can bypass the VCR. And if that's the case, then, like, I hate to tell you, but speedrunning this game sucks because you're basically rolling the dice to whether you get this layout that you get to skip this entire part. I should have, like, put away the sandwich, because, yeah, of course I'm going to find more stuff here. Alright, which one was this that didn't have one? The bottommost. The rest of them have to have one. I didn't leave myself a free inventory slot. I am a complete idiot. Well, clearly we're going to, waste as much time as possible here. There's no computer in here, right? Yeah, so I have to go back. Where was the other door? It was over here. Nobody in here, huh? I probably shouldn't do that. Oh, this is the long way, kind of. Well, since they opened that door, I guess we'll go that way. That's a lot of you. I don't like this. Okay, actually fine. But yeah, like, you wouldn't have to... Because that's all connected... Oh, what am I doing? You wouldn't have to go through all these rooms. Wouldn't have to insert all the tapes. Alright, and then the third one is across from this, I think. You guys gonna approach me? Okay, good. Are they gonna break file here? Okay. It is interesting that, like, it really seems like if you type extra letters after you type a word, it doesn't, like, cancel it. Which is nice of them. Alright, and this is the third one. And I expect us to just end up right where we were already. But let's see what happens. Because it's very weird that I didn't have to... Yeah, that's exactly where I expected to end up. So there was a door leading here already. We could have just skipped the red tapes. We wouldn't have gotten this music. I wonder if it wouldn't have, we should still have the save file after we do this. I wonder if it wouldn't have triggered the boss until we did the red tapes anyway. Anyway, now let's take our stuff. We have a ton of bullets. This should help. Because clearly, once you get to words beyond a certain length, you do still have to type multiple letters, so the SMG isn't that overpowered. I do kind of still want the sword. Just in case. Which means I'm only taking one healing item. Wait, why are you... What? There was a dude in there! I better not take damage during the cutscene. Because I can't skip it. I hear him. I hear him attacking. I might be dead. Yep, there he is. Okay, he only just triggered the dodge. Oh, that might have whiffed. Oh, that was the sword? I meant to be using the SMG, and I wasn't even using it. But okay, they probably, like, technically yoink your player out of the level so that it can't get hit during that cutscene. Which is, very appreciated, so I didn't just die during it. Okay, and when he falls over, you know, I wasn't really taking note that it's specifically, like, filling the horde gauge when he does that. Although, I don't see anybody. So I'm not entirely sure about that. So you can see how many letters it's saving, and the funny thing is, the SMG is more powerful than the sword. Did not expect the SMG to be more powerful than the sword. Oh, come on. That's what the dude is. He had one hit left. I don't even need health. I'm hearing dudes moving, but I don't know where they are. Okay, here's the big guy. And he's dead. No. He's not dead. That's only the there's another round. Was that not usually the last round? Arg. It's not a real word. Yeah, I was gonna say, he's probably back. I somehow evaded that. Yeah, the words definitely get longer. Like, again, that's without a couple of letters. It gets to be... Oh, shit. Hi, I'd like to face this way. How appropriate. Hello? Hello? Why was I not attacking? I don't know. Alright, now we're done with that. I'm glad nothing else managed to gang up on me there, because I was hearing noises like they were. Actually had to, like, I did not have time to think about reloading. So I was just like, okay, let's just use the good old pipe. And it turned out that was the last hit, so... So there you go, third playthrough of the night. Afternoon, whatever. But I want to load that save file, because I want to see if it'll let me just run right into that fight, or whether you actually have to do the tapes. Because if it lets me just run into that fight, then that seems like a bug. And that seems like something that I imagine they're probably already taking advantage of for speedruns. I don't think I have any immediate plans to speedrun this. The demo, you know, it was one level, it was a smaller level at that point. And I know they do have speedruns for, like, individual levels of this, too, so it's not like you have to do the whole thing. WPM was right at 140, which is what they suggest your WPM should be to play that difficulty on the typing scale. Okay, I'm gonna... Well, actually, no. We need to reload that. Where do I reload that from? Here we go, checkpoint. Oh, and yeah, you can load any of them and it sets your difficulty accordingly anyway. And yeah, like, these are all from completely different playthroughs. And yet, the rewind button seems to exist regardless of whether you have a reel from that playthrough saved or not. Which is a little weird, because you can end up on a completely different seed. Alright, so this is gonna load us in before I did the tapes. And I want to see if it lets me just run through that door or not. I'm probably going to quit after that, though, because I don't feel like doing that fight again. I don't feel like typing that much more. Although that probably means we won't get the punchier elevator music. Okay. I'm going to have to power this on again, though. Although, I guess this doesn't really matter if I'm not actually doing the fight again. So yeah, if I just run into here, does it start anywhere? It sure does. You don't need the frickin' tapes, dude. Like, it... How do they manage to mess that up? You would think it would be pretty straightforward to be like, okay, this set of rooms is not going to be connected. But this time it was connected, so you don't need the tapes. That has to be a bug. I can't actually quit during the cutscene, though. And also, I can't pause, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that doesn't actually pause, so I'm gonna quit. It would be pretty cool to, like... Oh. We have another bug. It doesn't stop that music, but also the main menu music is playing now, but the main menu music doesn't last that long, so that's actually fine. If I go to start game... How long does it take to cancel out this music? It's still not canceled out. Now it'll probably cancel it out. Nope! So, there were dudes crawling around behind me. Seems like they have a couple of bugs then. Because one, the music and possibly even the environment didn't unload when I quit out during the final boss fight. And, then there's the issue that I didn't need to do the tapes to get to the final boss fight. Okay. Well, they might have some bugs to work out. I guess I'll just, I might be posting a thread or two to the, Steam forum for the game. Hopefully they look at it, because I forget how much... It's hard to keep all these things straight of, like, different devs and how much they pay attention to Discord versus the Steam forums, but I really don't feel like joining every random person's Discord just to be able to report bugs, so I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, the last level is pretty cool. I like a lot of the stuff they did there. I am a little concerned that it doesn't feel random enough because a lot of the stuff is always in the same place. Like, the same type of room is always beyond the blue door, seemingly. At least out of the times I played. Maybe that's not guaranteed. The structure beyond the gold door is always the same, which is somewhat understandable because, like, clearly they want the final level to have a certain amount of narrative consistency, so I can kind of understand that. But I'm still surprised that it's, like, always right after the gold door. But whether or not gold is gated by blue seems like it might be random. Because, like, that first time I didn't have to go to the blue door at all. It would be really wild if you could get the boss to show up before the gold door, but I doubt that much would be able to happen. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. But it was good to finally check this out.